Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Engineering Mathematics DJ Ganit. In this lecture, we are going to discuss some more examples on improper integrals which can be asked in university exams. So we start with the first example. Determine whether the integral 1 plus e raised to minus x over x from 1 to infinity is convergent or not. So here we are asked to check the convergence of this improper integral of type 1. Here upper limit is infinite, so this is improper integral of type 1. And we just have to check whether this integral is convergent or not. So we have to just check the convergence of this integral. So we don't have to evaluate or we don't have to find out the value of integral. And if you observe, it is not easy to find out integral of e raised to minus x by x dx. So we can try applying comparison test to check the convergence of this improper integral. So to apply the convergence test, we have to find out another function whose behavior is similar to given function's behavior. So this we can rewrite as 1 by x plus e raised to minus x by x. And if we observe, this second term can be rewritten as 1 over x into e raised to x. So here x is running from 1 to infinity. Domain of integral is from 1 to infinity. So as x is going bigger and bigger, this term x into e raised to x is also going to be very large. So 1 over x e raised to x is approximating 0 as x tending to infinity. So this function behaves like this function 1 by x. So we can compare this function with 1 by x, and we know the convergence of 1 by x from 1 to infinity, so that we can have the idea about the convergence of given function over this interval 1 to infinity. So first we try to establish the relationship between that function 1 by x and given function. First we write down given function is 1 plus e raised to minus x by x, interval of integration is from 1 to infinity, and we take gx equal to 1 by x, as x is here also we have to consider x from 1 to infinity. Now we check what is the relationship between fx and gx. So first we can write our function fx in this way. It can be written as 1 by x plus e raised to minus x by x. Now this quantity is always positive because x is running from 1 to infinity. So we can write that for any value of x from 1 to infinity, this is always bigger than 1 by x for every x in 1 to infinity. So this we can write clearly, this is obvious. So therefore, or we can rewrite this as 1 by x is less than 1 plus e raised to minus x over x for every x in interval 1 to infinity, and 1 by x is nothing but gx. So we obtain that gx is less than x fx for every value of x in the interval of integration. So by comparison test, if integral of gx is divergent, integral of fx is also divergent. Now gx is nothing but 1 by x. So gx is integral of gx is divergent, because we know that integral of 1 over x raised to p from 1 to infinity is convergent if and only if p is greater than 1. So we are using that result which we have discussed in previous lecture, that this p integral is convergent if p is greater than 1 and divergent if p is less than or equal to 1. So here p equal to 1, so therefore this integral is divergent, and fx is bigger than gx, so therefore by comparison test, here we are doing direct comparison, so we can write by direct comparison test integral of fx from 1 to infinity is divergent, because gx is less than fx for every x in 1 to infinity. So this implies integral from 1 to infinity of gx is strictly less than integral of fx from 1 to infinity. Now this integral is divergent, therefore this integral is also divergent, because if this is divergent then its sum is infinite, its value is infinite, therefore if this integral is bigger than infinite value then it is also infinite. So in this way we can decide the convergence of given integral using direct comparison test. Here if we wish we can apply limit comparison test also. So if you are not comfortable with direct comparison test, you can try this limit comparison test also. So if I consider limit of fx over gx as x tends to infinity, fx is nothing but 1 plus e raised to x divided by x, and gx is 1 by x. So we can see 1 by x will cancel out and we have 1 plus e raised to minus x, and because x is running from 1 to infinity, x is non-zero, therefore 1 by x is also non-zero, so we can cancel out 1 by x. And if we take limit as x tends to infinity, limit of 1 is 1 and limit of e raised to minus x is e raised to minus infinity, which is 0. So this is limit is positive and finite, and we know that if limit of fx over gx as x tends to infinity is positive and finite, then by limit comparison test, if integral of gx is convergent, integral of fx is convergent, and if integral of gx is divergent, integral of fx is divergent. But here integral of gx is divergent, integral from 1 to infinity gx, which is nothing but is divergent, okay, because power is 1, power of x is 1 here. So therefore by limit comparison test, integral of fx from 1 to infinity is also divergent. So it is your choice, either you can apply limit comparison or direct comparison, okay, both are easy in this case. So here we are not able to find out the value of this improper integral, but without finding out the value of this improper integral, we are able to decide its convergence by comparing this 1 plus e raised to minus x by x with 1 by x. We consider one more example. Here we are asked to check whether this integral e raised to minus x square dx from 1 to infinity is convergent or not. So here also we can try either limit comparison or direct comparison. So for that we have to find out another function which behaves like given function. So here we can try in this way. We have, if we consider x and x square, then here x is running from 1 to infinity. So we can say that x is always less than or equal to x square for every x in this interval. Here we require negative x square, so we multiply both sides by negative sign, so this sign will reverse. So minus x is greater than or equal to for every x in 1 to infinity. Now e raised to x is increasing function, so if we consider e raised to minus x, then it is always greater than or equal to e raised to minus x square for every x in 1 to infinity. Here we are using the fact that exponential function is increasing on this interval. So increasing function means if x is less than y, e raised to x is less than e raised to y, and if x is greater than y, e raised to x is greater than or equal to y. So here we are using that fact. Here minus x is greater than or equal to minus x square, so value of exponential function at minus x is also greater than or equal to value of exponential function at minus x square. So now therefore we can say that integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x dx is greater than or equal to integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx. So value of this integral is smaller than value of this integral. So if this integral is convergent, or if this value of this integral is finite, value of this integral is also finite, and therefore it is convergent. So now we will show that this integral e raised to minus x dx from 1 to infinity is convergent, so that we can easily prove by the definition of improper integral of type 1, because we know the formula for integral of e raised to minus x. Here upper limit is infinite, so this we rewrite as integral from 1 to b. We have to consider limit as b tends to infinity e raised to minus x dx. Now integral of e raised to minus x is minus e raised to minus x, limit of x is from 1 to b. So now we put x equal to b first, upper limit minus e raised to minus b, minus of minus e raised to minus 1, so it is negative negative positive, and x equal to 1. And if we consider limit as b tending to infinity, we have minus e raised to minus infinity plus e raised to minus 1, which is constant, and e raised to minus infinity is 0, so we have 1 by e. So value of one integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x dx is 1 by e, which is finite. So therefore integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x dx is convergent. So therefore we can say that by direct comparison test, integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx is also convergent. So in this way we have shown that this integral is convergent. So does the integral converge? Answer is yes, it is convergent by comparison test. So next example is show that integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx is convergent. In earlier example we had limits from 1 to infinity and function is same. Here also a function is same but limits are from 0 to infinity. So if we have limits from 0 to infinity, first we consider we can rewrite this integral as integral from 0 to 1 e raised to minus x square dx plus integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx. Now this first integral is proper integral because e raised to minus x square is continuous on closed interval 0 to 1. So this integral is proper integral, and we know that it is, if integral is proper, it is always having some finite value and therefore it is convergent. And we have shown in previous example that this integral is convergent by comparison test. So I can write that integral from 1 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx is convergent by comparison test. So if you are asked to check the convergence of this integral, you have to prove that this integral is convergent by comparison test as we did in previous example. So that you have to write all those steps which we have done in the previous problem. Here I am just writing because I have already done it in the previous example. So this is convergent by comparison test. So now this integral is sum of two convergent integrals. So this is finite, this is also finite, therefore given integral is also convergent. So therefore integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x square dx is convergent. Okay, so we consider one more example. Here we are asked to check whether the area under the curve y equal to log x over x square from x equal to 1 to infinity is finite or not, and if it is finite we are asked to find out value of that area. So here as we know the value of area from 1 to infinity is nothing but integral of given function from 1 to infinity. So we are asked to check whether the area is finite. That means we are asked to check whether this improper integral is convergent or not. If it is convergent, then its value is nothing but value of area under the curve from x equal to 1 to infinity. So here I have given rough sketch of this curve y equal to log x by x square from 1 to infinity. So we want to check whether the area under the curve y equal to log x over x square from 1 to infinity is finite or not. So as we know by the definition, we are not evaluating the whole area, but we consider area up to some fixed point. Suppose this fixed point is b. So we will try to check. First we will find the value of this area which is from 1 to b, and to find out the whole area we have to consider limit of that area from 1 to b as b tending to infinity. So if limit of that area is finite, the whole area is finite, otherwise it is not finite. So first we try by the definition of improper integral. Our integral is 1 to infinity log x by x square dx. So first we consider area from 1 to b. So here integral from 1 to b log x over x square dx, and then we have to consider limit as b tending to infinity. Now to evaluate this integral, we apply integration by parts. Before that, we rewrite this as product of two functions log x, and 1 by x square we rewrite as x raised to minus 2. And then we apply the formula of integration by parts. U as it is integral of v dx minus derivative of u integral of v and integral of this product. So here we consider u equal to log x and v equal to x to the power minus 2. So first we find out value of this integral. So log x as it is, integral of x raised to minus 2 is x raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1, that is x raised to minus 1 divided by minus 1, which is minus 1 by x. So I write directly x raised to minus 1 divided by minus 1, that is minus 1 by x, and limits are from 1 to b. Minus integral from 1 to b derivative of log x, which is 1 by x, integral of x raised to minus 2, which is minus 1 by x, and then integral of product of these two, and we have to consider limit of this whole bracket. So then limit b tending to infinity, here first we put x equal to b, so we have minus log b divided by b for upper limit x equal to b, log b into minus 1 by b, that is minus log b divided by b, minus minus plus log 1 divided by 1, but log 1 is 0, so it becomes 0, and this we can rewrite as plus integral from 1 to b. We have 1 by x square, so that we rewrite as x raised to minus 2 dx. So we consider one more step, limit b tending to infinity. This is minus log b divided by b, and here integral of x raised to minus 2 is again minus 1 by x, x equal to 1 to b. So first we simplify the whole bracket, and then we will consider limit as b tending to infinity. For upper limit we have minus 1 by b, and lower limit is 1, and minus minus plus, so here we have 1. So this is now limit b tending to infinity log b divided by b minus limit b tending to infinity 1 over b plus limit of 1 as b tending to infinity. Now if we put b tending to infinity here, log infinity by infinity, so this is infinity by infinity indeterminate form, so we can apply L'Hospital rule. Derivative of log b with respect to b is 1 over b, and derivative of b with respect to b is 1. Here we have 1 by infinity, that is 0, and limit of constant is constant, and in the first step we have applied L'Hospital rule because this limit is indeterminate form of type infinity by infinity. Now this is limit of 1 by b over as b tends to infinity, so it is 0. So we obtain that value of this improper integral is 1. That means the area under this curve log x upon x square from 1 to infinity is finite. So therefore integral from 1 to infinity log x by x square is convergent, and therefore the area under the curve y equal to log x over x square from x equal to 1 to x equal to infinity is finite and value of area is 1. So in this way we can have variety of problems in improper integrals. So I have tried to take different type of problems which can be asked in university exam. In the next lecture we will have some another type of problems. So keep watching. Thank you very much.